everyone, it's Caitlin Whiteman, director with Usborne Books and More, and today I want to share with you some of my favorite books that I call forever books, because these are books that my family has loved and enjoyed and created so many memories reading together. The first one comes from a set, our Billy B series. This is Billy B's Adventure. You've probably heard of Billy B and Hey Jack chapter books. Well, these books have Billy B and Hey Jack in them when they were in preschool, so these come prior to the chapter books. Billy B is the heroine of the stories, and they come with these beautiful pencil drawings, but she and Jack go on an adventure every day after they meet up at their preschool class, and Billy somehow has a fabulous idea that saves them in every single story, and their imaginations take over and they go on so many different kinds of adventures, like the desert, they become mermaids in the ocean, they have a cupcake factory. There's 2 more, there's 6 total in that series, and one of our favorites as a family. Ava Spectacular Spectacles is a beautiful story. Inside the front cover, it has all of these glasses, and Ava's a little girl in school who needs glasses to see the board that her teacher is writing on, but she's embarrassed to wear them. And with all of her teacherly wisdom, her teacher picks up the story of Little Red Riding Hood and says, if only Little Red Riding Hood had put on her glasses the day she went to visit her grandmother, she would have seen the big teeth and big eyes. And she goes through several other fairy tales explaining how the outcome would have been different if someone had been wearing their glasses, like Little Miss Muffet with the spider. So Ava is just beaming with pride by the end of the story, and she picks up her glasses and puts them on and says, the letters written on the board became clear and the words made sense. Ava could understand whole sentences. She smiled and began to read. How precious is that, and how precious that a teacher is speaking into life of a child. One series that I think you will love if you enjoy traveling or exposing your children to different cultures is Kitty Cat, Kitty Cat, based off the popular nursery rhyme, but Kitty Cat goes to New York, Paris, and London. And in each of these stories, Kitty Cat will go on sightseeing adventures and share with you in a story of rhyme all the different sightseeing, like Tower of Bridge of London, the Tower of London, the Globe, the Shard. He goes on a double-decker bus. He explores London in this book, Paris in another, and it's read in rhyme based off the popular and well-loved Kitty Cat nursery rhyme. Usborne has this beautiful Bible stories book. It has stories from the Old and New Testament, popular ones like Noah's Ark. It has the Christmas story. It has Moses as a baby, Jonah and the whale. But what I love about this is that it's a dual reader, meaning that the top line has simple text and the bottom line has more advanced text. So your beginner readers could just read the story to themselves, or you can alternate as they gain in skill. Another one that my family just has loved over the years and is also a dual reader is Farmyard Tales. This book comes with a collection of 20 different stories about Poppy and Sam, who live on a farm with their mother and all of their farm animals. There's stories with snow, their tractor gets stuck, there's some train rides, but there's 20 different stories. They're read in dual reading, simple text at the top, harder text at the bottom, and it even comes with a CD so they can listen to the stories be read aloud. And we listen to this in the car. My kids fall asleep every night listening to this, and we just love the characters, and I know it's one of those books that has made a lasting memory for my children. If you're looking for more collections of stories for your younger readers, the Big Book of Little Stories is a beautiful option. It's a thick book, has a red ribbon marker, and it's full of popular fairy tale type stories. You can see in here. It's got Little Red Riding Hood, Little Miss Muffet, Gingerbread Man, but other ones like The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar, and they're all full of these beautiful illustrations. That was The Ant and the Grasshopper. There's Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, but just so many wonderful stories, classics, and then also ones that you maybe haven't read before. If you have little adventurers who love asking questions and learning about the world around them, How Big is a Million and How Deep is the Sea are 2 that I cannot recommend enough. This story is about a little penguin named Pippin who is very curious. He wants to know how big a million is. and in the other book, How Deep the Sea Is. And he goes on an adventure to find out. And in this one, he learns about tens, groups of 100, groups of thousands. And at the end of the story, he learns about the thousands and millions, millions of stars that are up in the sky. And at the end of the book, there is a poster fold out. This one is for How Deep is the Sea. But at the end of each book, they have a big poster fold out, and you can find out how deep the sea is, and it goes all the way down to the midnight zone and shows them the Mariana Trench. So really fun for your little readers who are just starting to learn about the world, but you can do it in a storybook way. I hope you enjoyed those books. Happy reading.